ahead and go to Cam to start.
Hey, good evening, Coach. Congratulations on your first win of the season.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Hey, Coach, I want to ask you about the second quarter. You guys jumped out to the big lead, and what did you notice that kind of happened in the second quarter? How things kind of fall apart there for a minute?
We turned the basketball over, and they got out in transition. I think they had 15 points off our 11 turnovers at halftime. That was one of our emphasis coming into the game, have to take care of the basketball. Don't let them get out in transition. Then I thought we got some good shots that we didn't make, and they was able to get out in transition and get some easy baskets. But overall, I thought we did a great job only having 5 turnovers in the second half, and then also only giving up 8 offensive rebounds, and Trey's had 4 of those. And anytime you can keep AD to 0 offensive rebounds, you've done a pretty good job. So with their size and their length, we wanted to do a good job on the glass, and we did that.
Coach, I don't know if you noticed, but there are about 5 minutes in the game left in the fourth quarter. A lot of the players on the bench were standing up, cheering what was going on, especially cheering for Paul. Did you notice that? And what does it say about the camaraderie that you've developed with the squad?
The camaraderie is great. You know, when one person does great, we all do great. And that's what we want to get across. That's our motto for this season. Like, we cheering for each other. And when somebody does well, we want to be there. And when somebody's doing bad, we want to be there. So PG, in the second half, we was able to draw some plays up to get him in the ISO situation, to get some matchup and post up on the elbow, catch and shoot. So PG just had an overall phenomenal, great game, going 13 for 18 from the field and got more aggressive in the second half.
We'll go over to Miriam.
Hey, Ty, I just want to follow up on Paul. He's been saying that he feels healthy and he feels good. I mean, is this him when a healthy Paul George? Is this what we can expect?
Yeah, this is him. I just think playing free, just playing his game, and we need him to do that. And then it's also good for us being able to stagger him and Kawhi. He comes out early, then he comes back and playing against those second unit guys. PG against second unit guys is going to be tough to handle. So, right now, it's a good win, a great business win for us. We got a lot more work to do to continue to keep building and getting better. It's going to be a process, but this is a good start for us.
Can I ask how you feel about it? I mean, this win number 1 as Clippers head coach, how's that feel?
It feels great. Anytime you win is great, especially in this league with all the tough teams there is in this league. Anytime you can get a win, it feels great. But, to come out game 1 with my first time, coaching this team and to play against a great team like the Lakers and get a win, it's a great feeling.
Thank you.
We'll go over to Farbod.
Hey, Coach. Congratulations on the win with the team.
Thank you.
It seemed like PG had a pretty extra level of motivation, like he was just a flamethrower tonight. Did you see anything extra coming from him tonight?
We just told him to be aggressive in the second half. First half he was trying to get guys involved, and we moved the basketball well. We got stops, we got out in transition, and everybody touched it. We shared the ball, moving the basketball. We got a lot of great shots that we didn't make and that we're capable of making. Then second half, we just told him we needed him to be aggressive. I think the biggest thing for me is to take away from the game is we was up 21 and they came back to cut the lead to 2. And our team, our coaching staff, everybody stayed poised. And we stayed poised through the process, and we was able to get the momentum back by getting stops and then getting out and running transition.
We'll go over to Andrew Greif. You can go ahead, Andrew.
There we go. Hey, Ty, when Pat Beverly, when the preseason was talking about when leads would go away, he talked about how it was a lack of mental toughness last year that cut this team's ambition short. Did you, when this lead was down tonight to 2 points at halftime, how did you address kind of the way things got lost? And did you try to reassert guys to give them more confidence going the second half, or how did you address that?
I think more confidence. You're playing against a great team, and the NBA's a game of runs, and we playing a great team with LeBron James and Anthony Davis on the other side of the basketball. They're going to make a run at some point. You just got to be able to withstand it. Like I said, I thought our players and our coaching staff did a great job of just staying poised. I think that's a big thing for us. So at halftime, I just say, listen, we did a great job. We had a good lead. They came back. They made a run. That's part of the game. But all we have to do is take care of the basketball. We'll be in good shape. And second half, we only had 5 turnovers.
And then with Zoo, last year, fourth quarter minutes for him were so scarce. Why did you want to go to him during some pretty critical minutes tonight?
Well, he proved in the bubble that he's capable of playing those minutes. But also, I just thought his size was a presence. I thought his size was a big factor in this game. Being able to rebound the basketball, block shots, some offensive rebound and putbacks. I thought his size really played a big deal in this game.
Thank you, Ty.
Yes, sir.
We'll move over to Ohm. You can go ahead, Ohm.
Hey, Ty, forgive me if this was asked earlier, but PG had said that, this season was going to be different because he was going to be able to come in. He had an off season to work out. His shoulders feel better. Given how things ended last year in the bubble, or last season in the bubble, how big was it tonight to see Paul kind of respond the way he did today?
Well, our main focus is, like you said, on this year and tonight. We can't focus on last year. That's behind us. But I think his focus has been great. I think the way he's been working, the way he's been leading has been great. And we just got to continue to keep doing that. Like I said, but we just want to, keep building. We don't want to be a front running team. When things are going great, we're cheering for one another. When things are going bad, we want to do the same. So this is a good first win for us, but we have a lot. We got a lot of work to do, and like I said, we don't have a lot of stuff in that we can take advantage of mismatches the way I want to, but we'll get there.
And what did Paul show you when he got really hot there in the second half?
That he's unstoppable.
Thank you.
We got time for a couple more. We'll go over to Mark Medina. Go ahead, Mark.
Ty, good to see you. To build off that point, when you're talking about Paul playing with aggressiveness, what do you think is the key for him to be in that kind of mindset?
I don't know. I mean, just, we're going to play free. We're going to put him in spots where he's comfortable. We're going to give him the ball in situations where he's used to making plays. And that's his job to do that. So with that being said, he had a great ISO game tonight because we thought we can go with some mismatches. And then the next step is when teams, try to double team or do something different, he has to make his teammates better. So that's what we talk about with him and Kawhi, every day is we're going to go to you guys, but you got to make guys better as well.
We'll go over to Joe Varden.
Did they get you with the water bottles after the game?
No, they didn't. Nope.
Weak. It's a weak locker room. That's a Ty staple. Hey, you've been on the other side of these ring ceremonies, like having won one, and you know how emotional it is. Did you try to kind of take advantage of that tonight, being in the locker room where you aren't going through those emotions? Is that something you guys talked about beforehand?
Well, the coaches weren't going to be out there at that time anyway, but our focus was on us. Lakers, they deserved that ring. They won the championship. They was a great team, had a great year last year. So you can't take nothing away from them. Our main focus is just coming into this season, starting tonight, and trying to establish who we are and what we want to do going forward. So our focus wasn't really on the Lakers getting their rings. Like I said, they deserve it. And they were the best team last year. So congratulations to them again, but now we're moving on.
And then the last one, you've been talking about this, about you can't focus on last year and that, it's a game of runs and all that. But do you think it'll take time to kind of cement in your guys' head that you are different from last year and you aren't the team that gave up the lead to Denver and all those things?
Well, you have to ask them that. I'm fine. So, like I said, our focus all year has been about us and on us and trying to be better going forward. So, like last year, I talked about it before, 30 teams coming to the season wanting to win a championship, and eight or nine teams have a legit chance. And at the end of the year, it's only one winner. And we fell short of our goal last year, but now it's time to focus on going forward.